Hi, my name is Jo, and I'm a typical food addict, or a classic food addict. So I'm a foodaholic, if that's a word. It should be a word, because food addiction is the same as any other sort of addiction, including alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. I don't care what people say, but it's much harder to kick because you have to eat food to live, and therefore temptation is all around you all the time. Because if you don't eat, you die, basically. So when I say I'm a food addict, people think, well, that's a bit weird. How can you be addicted to food? A woman looked at some of my photos the other day, and I'll show you them. I've got two of them up on the wall here. Because I run a toning salon, so I'm promoting health and well-being and getting fit. And you can be any size to get fit. You don't have to be, stick thin or even slim. You can be carrying a few pounds extra and still be relatively fit. And I've got a couple of photos on the wall of me at my heaviest. And if you don't know this, my heaviest, I was around 27 stone, which is around sort of 370 pounds, just over 370 pounds, something like that. And this woman looked at this photo and said to me, "Oh, I hope you don't think I'm rude, but did you get to that size just by eating?" Duh. How did she think I got to that size? I mean, did she think that just one day I woke up and all of a sudden I was 27 stone, suddenly morphed into this huge overweight woman? Of course it was to do with feeding. I love food. I've always loved food. I will always love food. Even now I struggle with food. If you've watched some of my vlogs before, you'll know that my weight loss, to start with, yes, it went down, right down to my lowest. I think I was 202 pounds. And then it went back up again a little bit. I think I was up to sort of 256 pounds up to a couple of months ago. I'm now down in the 230s. And by Christmas, I hope to be about 200 pounds again. So I'm always going to struggle with food. I'm always going to struggle with my addiction. It's my inner demon. I know that if I sit down and start eating a piece of cake, then I will eat the whole cake. And if I sit down and eat a biscuit or a cookie, I will eat the whole packet of biscuits and cookies. And it's the same with anything, chocolate, whatever it is. I can't just have one of it, I have to have the whole pack. And that's Floss just coming down the stairs. And that is just me, and it's just something I deal with on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis even. So yes, I totally understand where you're coming from if you're like me. I can't have anything in the house, including chocolate, biscuits, cakes, cookies, ice cream, none of it, because if it's in the house, I'll eat it. I am gluten intolerant, but in the past I have just thrown that completely out the window just to feed my addiction. So I've sat and ate, all the things I shouldn't eat and made myself really ill. And yes, it doesn't make any sense up here, but of course it makes sense in my tummy, which is why I do it. What can I say? I don't think I'll ever be cured. As I said, I think it's just something that I'm always going to have to deal with. And every day, sometimes it's a struggle. You go food shopping, and sometimes you have to avoid aisles because if you go down that aisle, you're going to put things in your trolley that you really shouldn't be eating. And as I said, if I've bought it, then I'm going to eat it. I'm not one of these people to throw stuff away. The worst time for me is the dreaded Christmas, which is coming up in a couple of months or so, because I take a couple of weeks off work like most of us do. And again, in that time, we're surrounded by temptation because, food is a celebration. We reward ourselves with food when we're happy. We reward ourselves with food when we're sad. When we're depressed, when we're stressed, we console ourselves with food. That's just the way we are, and that's just the way we're built. So that's what I just wanted to talk to you today about, just my food addiction, just my sort of daily struggles. Yes, at the moment, things are going really good for me. I'm due to do another weigh-in at the end of this month. And again, I'm looking to have lost at least 7 pounds in this month. and I should just keep battling away. And you know, as I said, I'll just keep fighting. I'll never give up fighting, but I don't ever think that I'll be one of these people that can eat whatever they want or have those trigger foods in the house, because I said I cannot be trusted, and I know I can't be trusted, and it's just something I have to live with. Anyway, that's my thought for today, and I'll see you all in a couple of weeks for my monthly weigh-in. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.